However difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at. Work gives you meaning and purpose, and life is empty without it. We are all now connected by the internet, like neurons in a giant brain. Look up at the stars and not down at your feet. Try to make sense of what you see, and wonder about what makes the universe exist. Be curious. Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. Not only does God play dice, but He sometimes throws them where they cannot be seen. Success in creating AI would be the biggest event in human history. Unfortunately, it might also be the last, unless we learn how to avoid the risks. We are in danger of destroying ourselves by our greed and stupidity. We cannot remain looking inwards at ourselves on a small and increasingly polluted and overcrowded planet. Science is not only a disciple of reason but, also, one of romance and passion. I have noticed even people who claim everything is predestined, and that we can do nothing to change it, look before they cross the road. People won't have time for you if you are always angry or complaining. With genetic engineering, we will be able to increase the complexity of our DNA, and improve the human race. But it will be a slow process, because one will have to wait about 18 years to see the effect of changes to the genetic code. The past, like the future, is indefinite and exists only as a spectrum of possibilities. When one's expectations are reduced to zero, one really appreciates everything one does have. I would like nuclear fusion to become a practical power source. It would provide an inexhaustible supply of energy, without pollution or global warming. If the rate of expansion 1 second after the Big Bang had been smaller by even 1 part in 100,000 million, it would have recollapsed before it reached its present size. On the other hand, if it had been greater by a part in a million, the universe would have expanded too rapidly for stars and planets to form. Stem cell research is the key to developing cures for degenerative conditions like Parkinson's and motor neuron disease, from which I and many others suffer. The fact that the cells may come from embryos is not an objection, because the embryos are going to die anyway. We are just an advanced breed of monkeys on a minor planet of a very average star. But we can understand the universe. That makes us something very special. Science is beautiful when it makes simple explanations of phenomena or connections between different observations. Examples include the double helix in biology and the fundamental equations of physics. I'm not afraid of death, but I'm in no hurry to die. I have so much I want to do first. I believe alien life is quite common in the universe, although intelligent life is less so. Some say it has yet to appear on planet Earth. I am just a child who has never grown up. I still keep asking these how and why questions. Occasionally, I find an answer. Life would be tragic if it weren't funny. I wouldn't be here today if it were not for the NHS. I have received a large amount of high-quality treatment without which I would not have survived. Women. They are a complete mystery. We only have to look at ourselves to see how intelligent life might develop into something we wouldn't want to meet. Life on Earth is at the ever-increasing risk of being wiped out by a disaster, such as sudden global nuclear war, a genetically engineered virus, or other dangers we have not yet thought of. I regard the brain as a computer which will stop working when its components fail. There is no heaven or afterlife for broken-down computers. That is a fairy story for people afraid of the dark. Someone told me that each equation I included in the book would have the sales. God may exist, but science can explain the universe without the need for a creator.